All right, a nice win for the Golden State Warriors, a heartbreaker for the Utah Jazz. This is the Hoops Nerd postgame show. Heartbreak for Utah. That game was up and down the entire time and ended probably how you kind of expected when you're going against Steph Curry and the Warriors in a game where they played really it was interesting. They played really well. Steph Curry, there's some things to look at with this game. Let's talk about the Warriors before we talk about the Jazz. When you talk about the Warriors, of course, you've got to talk about Steph Curry, who's unbelievable. He absolutely deserves MVP votes this season because of what he's doing with this Warriors team, because he's carrying a team that is missing like so many important parts. Kelly Oubre is out. We all know about Klay Thompson. And those are just important parts of that team. I mean, Klay Thompson is an all-star, all-NBA level guy that has not been on that team all year. And Steph Curry has done nothing but take his game to an absolute crazy level. He is just absolutely monstrous in every aspect offensively. He actually had some nice defensive moments tonight. He's a little underrated defensively, to be honest. But his offensive game is just like nothing you have ever seen. He is unreal, and the respect he gets is probably more than anyone in the league. Utah changed their whole, well, they didn't change their whole defensive scheme, but the way they guarded him was the utmost respect. Royce O'Neal played Steph Curry tonight as in complete prevent to absolutely keep him from getting the ball as much as possible. I actually felt like Royce O'Neal did as good a job as you can. It's funny you say that Royce O'Neal did a good job and Steph Curry still scored 36. Unbelievable. 6 assists tonight for Steph, 2 steals. The reason you say that Royce did a good job, though, is what the Jazz would do is they would try to prevent Steph from getting the ball, and then when he got it, then they'd immediately double team off of screens and hedge to try to force him to make the pass, and that actually created some turnovers. Steph had 3 turnovers tonight. The Jazz actually did a pretty nice job on Curry. If you watch this game again, watch what they did, and it's pretty much the blueprint for how to guard Steph. Basically, one, just keep him from getting the ball. If you can keep Steph from getting the ball, that's a win when you're guarding the Warriors, 100%, because Steph is so lethal and so dangerous, and his ability to score. I mean, that first 3 he shot with Royce O'Neal just right in his face, and he just puts it up and buries it. That's bonkers. It's crazy town that Steph Curry can do that. So all respect to Steph. So 1, to guard Steph, you got to prevent him from getting the ball, and 2, you've just got to double him or get the ball out of his hands. Even then, he's still able to split double teams. I mean, because not only does he have that and just insane shooting, he's the greatest shooter we've ever seen, but he combines that with an underrated handle. He's one of the better ball handlers in the game. He's able to use his ball handling to split double teams, get around, get to places he wants to go, create his shot, and just that pull-up 3 is out of the... I mean, it's just bonkers. There's no one else in the game that's ever been like him, and it's because of that spot-up 3 where he can just get that 3 at any time, at any moment, and he gets it at the end of the game, hits the game winner, and that's that. That is that. So, unbelievable stuff from Steph Curry, but the interesting thing is that Steph Curry in this game only shot 3 for 13 from 3. He shot 23%. That's a big shout out to Royce O'Neal and the Utah Jazz and how they guarded him. 11 for 25 from the field, 44%. I mean, if you told me that Steph would shoot 23% from 3 and 11 for 25 in this game, I would predict the Jazz would have won, but the Warriors had nice games from other guys. Basically, the guy who won this game for the Golden State Warriors was Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole was 6 for 11 from the field, 4 for 9 from 3. He went 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 20 points. That's just crazy nice production. You had a bunch of bench guys doing well. Juan Toscano-Anderson, 29 minutes. He only took 2 field goals, but he made both of them. He also had 7 rebounds and 5 assists. 5 points. He's a +4. And the other guy, Michael Mulder, who looks like... Warriors fans, let me know in the comments, because I wondered at some point, was Michael Mulder just wearing a Stephen Curry disguise? Is that the game plan of the Golden State Warriors, is to have guys disguised as Steph so that it confuses defenders so they're like going and guarding the wrong guy? Is that the game plan? because it worked on me as a viewer. A few times I thought it was Steph, but it was Michael Mulder. But anyways, he put up Steph-like shooting in the minutes he played. 50% from three, 50% from the field. 8 points. Michael Mulder was actually a plus 13. Disguised Steph was pretty good. Pretty good. You know what? Draymond's an incredible defender too. You just got to give credit to Draymond. He was an even for the game. 5 for 10 from the field. He had a nice night. He hit that 3 and 6 rebounds and 10 assists. Draymond finds a way to win games. He just does. He's an incredible player. He just is, you know. And the Jazz couldn't take advantage of Andrew Wiggins being terrible. 6 for 19 from the field. 1 for 5 from 3. A -8. So the Jazz were not able to take advantage of a bad game from, not a bad game, just like an average at, subpar for his standard shooting night for Steph Curry. And the Jazz couldn't take advantage, and it's really disappointing. And before we talk about the Jazz and how that happened, it's time to talk about Manscaped.com. Let's see. Let's do the read. Let's pull it out. Support for the Hoops Nerd channel is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th-generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. There it is. It lights up. It's beautiful. Look at that. You heard that right. The 4.0. Bigger than 3.0. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code HoopsNerd at Manscaped.com. Guys, go to Manscaped.com and use that promo code HoopsNerd. It's 20% off. It's free shipping. Let's see. Let's read one of the new things. So we're changing it up tonight. Manscaped engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and an incredibly comfortable grooming experience. Their 4th-generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. I now feel confident shaving my boys. And I do. I feel very good. I feel more at ease trimming them than ever. It's better than when I was younger and my dad would be like, "Where's the scissors?" So this is better than that. So get your Manscaped trimmers, guys. Get them. Hoopsnerd.com or Hoopsnerd promo code at Manscaped.com. Joseph Caker, you bet you I'm selling out, baby. But hey, what's better than Manscaped.com? Manscaped. 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 All right, guys. The Utah Jazz. The story of this game for the Jazz is Jordan Clarkson. It was a tale of two halves. Like a tale of two cities, it was a tale of two halves. Jordan Clarkson tonight was 16 for 33. He took 33 shots. He was 48% from three by the end of the night and 31% from three by the end of the night. So he was 5 for 16 from three. 4 for 5 from the free throw line, and he had 7 rebounds. The tough thing was the 0 assists. 41 points. It was a Jordan Clarkson night for the Jazz. You know what? I guess that was ended up becoming the game plan. It's just like, we are going to live and die with Steph Curry, not with Steph Curry, I wish, with Jordan Clarkson tonight. And you know what? It was the full Jordan Clarkson experience that we've all come to know and to love. Jordan Clarkson in the first half was just not ideal. At one point, he was like a -30. Ended the game at a -17. That's what's the numbers on tonight are wild, guys. Because Jordan Clarkson is kind of the one who put the Jazz in the hole, and then he's the one that pulled them out of it with his offense. You know what I think? What I think from this game is what you're learning is that Jordan Clarkson is an experience, and we should just embrace it and enjoy it, because if you live and die with the peaks and valleys, you're going to die and you're going to be overdosing all the time. He's incredible at times, and then he'll make you pull your hair out at times because he can do so many things. I think what I would have liked to see in this game, though, and I think it would have been the difference, is that 0 assists. We had 8 assists from Clarkson last game. Tonight, 0. And so I think what we could have seen tonight, if we, I don't know, you are missing like your two best players. So obviously there's not a lot of choices for the Jazz when you have Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley out. You're relying on Jordan Clarkson. You just are. But I would have liked to see a little bit more playmaking from Jordan Clarkson because we know he can do it a little bit. I think a lot of his playmaking is kind of with the bigs, so it's kind of driving to the hoop and passing to the big man. A little bit more kickouts would be nice, but I don't know if Clarkson has the vision for that. He just might honestly not have it. And so that's part of what's really tough. That's why you need to appreciate Conley and Mitchell, because not only are they able to create penetration, Conley's not quite as quick as Donovan Mitchell, but he can run that pick and roll and get inside. But then their ability to kick out to open shooters. It's, watch Jordan Clarkson and what he's able to do, and the fact that Donovan Mitchell can do all those things with more athleticism and kick out, it tells you just how special Donovan Mitchell is, as well as Mike Conley. They're just special players. Jordan Clarkson is a sixth man, and that's why I would call Jordan Clarkson the sixth man for this team, because he is a pure sixth man. He doesn't start. His job is to score off the bench and score against second unit guys. But tonight, Jordan Clarkson played more minutes than he typically does. He played 35 minutes tonight, which was the team lead. It was the Jordan Clarkson experience. It's really all of what you've got to say about tonight. I mean, the other guy that you got to be happy about for the Jazz is Bojan Bogdanovic. Goes 9 for 21 from the field and 4 for 9 from 3 for 27 points. 2 steals, 2 assists, and 6 rebounds. Bojan was fantastic tonight. 4 for 9 from 3, and he was 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Basically, this team is ready to go. I wouldn't get too nervous about tonight, because if the Jazz have Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley, they win this game, and it's not even close. When you hold Steph Curry to 23% from 3, and you have Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley, you win this with ease. And honestly, the Warriors got pretty lucky with some big time shooting nights from multiple bench guys. I mean, they just had positive shooting nights from so many guys outside of Bazemore and Wiggins. Everyone else had a solid shooting night, if not great nights. And so if I'm the Jazz, I'm not too worried. I felt like they actually had a pretty awesome game plan on defense. It actually went pretty darn well. You just had role players hit shots, and then for the Jazz, you just didn't really get enough, or at least enough from Jordan Clarkson to win the game, because you're just relying on Jordan Clarkson. Royce O'Neal had a decent night, 4 for 9, 2 for 6 from 3, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. He was a +7. Rudy Gobert, I'd say Rudy Gobert had an okay night. I mean, he did have 10 points and 16 rebounds, but he had 3 turnovers, and those 3 turnovers ended up mattering a lot. And they were bad. He had a couple where they were just you didn't have to do that. He had that one outlet pass that could have turned into a possession. It comes back and it's points for the Warriors. And he had 2 others that were just not very good. He had a couple where he just threw it out of bounds. And in a game where you lose by, what was it? 3 points off of the Steph Curry made 3, that matters, and you can't afford it. When you're in a close game against someone as clutch as Steph Curry, you just can't afford turnovers like that. I do like that they were off passes out of the post, and that's good. But I just, you just got to find the open man. You don't always have to find the open shooter. Sometimes it's just the open man, if that makes sense. Because the open man can create an advantage and then find the open shooter. And that's a lot of what happened tonight. So very tough. Trent Forrest is the other thing that I want to talk about tonight a little bit for the Jazz. He was 3 for 4 from the field. And I actually don't feel like he played poorly. I just feel like he's being put in a no-win situation with the team as it is right now. Trent Forrest is being asked to sit in the corner for multiple possessions. And we've seen what happens when he shoots that 3. He's just not a 3-point shooter. He's just not. He's shooting 15% from 3. That's his 3-point percentage. When he has the ball in his hands, he does nice things. He can go to the rim. He can run a pick and roll. He has nice touch. He can hit a floater. He can do some really nice things, and he's a good passer. So there's a lot of nice things to Trent Forrest. But when he's on the floor in a game where Jordan Clarkson shoots the ball 33 times, there's not a whole lot of point to it. And I would much rather see like a 3-and-D guy, like a Mieoni or something like that on the floor, you know? Let's see. How are we feeling about a possible first round against a healthy Lakers? I think we can take them with a healthy Jazz squad. Maybe. If the Jazz are fully healthy and Bojan's shooting like this, I think the Jazz definitely have a chance, for sure. But I would rather face the Lakers in the second round. So let's just hope that the Lakers beat the Warriors in that first round of the play-in, and we don't have to face them till the second round. Although the Jazz aren't out of the woods yet. There's 3 games left. They've got to win, I believe, the last 3 now. That's why this loss is bad for the Jazz, because now they got to win these 3. And guess what? Now the Warriors have played a full game against them tonight. The Warriors are going against the Suns tomorrow, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, Phoenix, Golden State tomorrow. So hopefully the Jazz didn't wear them out too much. Guys, the other person that's part of that interesting trio of Trent Forrest, Jordan Clarkson, for this current Jazz squad and bench unit is Derrick Favors. And Derrick Favors has struggled. And they are not great minutes where they're on the floor. Mountain Hobbler, Favors has been disappointing. If you're going to give up points, at least have a chance to get them back. Play more Illy. I agree. But I don't know. Quinn Snyder is focused on having a very similar offense for the, with the starters and with the second unit. It's apparently I mean, that's just his game plan, obviously, that he just wants a rolling center at all times on the floor for that offense. And the Jazz just run their sets and stuff, but it's all around that basic skeleton of their offense, which is having a rolling center that provides gravity and open shots to other guys. Sometimes I don't know, though, why, Mountain Hobbler, why don't we play Ilyasova? Because Derrick Favors was not great tonight. He had a few nice plays, and then he had a few plays where you're just like, holy cow, is Derrick Favors washed? Like, it's tough to watch at times because he's just not mobile. And if he's set and he's in the paint, he can do some nice things here and there. But even then, sometimes he gets attacked and scored on. But he did have a few nice plays tonight, which was nice to see. But the Derrick Favors experience sometimes has been rough. So I wouldn't mind seeing Ilyasova. And you know what else? If Jordan Clarkson is going to take 33 shots, maybe we can put in Ilyasova to allow some spacing. So Derrick Favors, if you switch out Ilyasova with Favors and you put Ilyasova on the 3-point line, there's not a lot of guys there to stop Clarkson in the paint, or other guys, or Trent Forrest for that matter. If there's no one in the paint, Trent Forrest could do work. And so I don't understand why we do the things we do. Like, I would like to see more Ilyasova. You guys are speaking to the choir here. I know when he first came to the team, I didn't understand it. I understand it very much now, but then Quinn took it away. Maybe Quinn watches this channel and just doesn't like to make me happy. Who knows? Hard to feel bad with Conley and Spida out. Robert Hall, $2. Thank you, Robert, by the way. I appreciate it very much. Yeah. I mean, honestly, you're playing with house money at this point in the 1 seed, and this game, is an important game if you want to win the 1 seed, but you don't have Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley. So, and the Warriors have a top 5 defense. They're a nice defensive team. And so this was never going to be an easy game because you're missing 2 of your 2 most important play creators and playmakers, especially Donovan Mitchell. So, yes. And Furby Jr., I would have liked to see some Azubuike or Ilyasova for sure. Yeah, I would like to see Azubuike. I don't know. And maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe Favors is just that much more solid fundamentally than Azubuike, but you know what? Azubuike brings some athleticism and some size and a little Gobert factor there that I would like to see. So if you're down by 15 in the 4th, and put in Azubuike. And I know the Jazz came within winning this game, very close, but still lost. So comebacks don't matter if you don't win. And I would have liked to see Udoka because I feel like next year Udoka is going to be playing a lot of minutes because Favors is looking not like my favorite. And honestly, if Utah wants to re-sign George Niang, who's looking like a stud, and you want to keep Mike Conley, I don't know how you keep that Favors contract if he's playing like this because it's like 10+ mil a year. It's really rough, guys. It's not ideal. I mean, it's better than what we had last year, and I think Favors in the playoffs is going to be really good. Plus, I think Favors is not going to play as many minutes, so it's probably not that big a deal. 10 to 12 minutes probably in the playoffs. But in fact, honestly, if you're in the playoffs, if Derrick Favors is playing more than like 10 minutes, that's a problem, because Rudy Gobert is your best player or your most important player and should be playing 38 to 40 minutes a game in the playoffs. He just should, if you want to win the playoffs. So maybe it's not that big a deal, but Derrick Favors has not looked incredible, to say the least. I don't know. Let's just hope. Let's just hope he can muster enough, guys. Speaking of George Niang, not his greatest night, but he's been pretty solid. And one thing I liked seeing is 4 free throws for him, and he was drawing fouls. George Niang's nice, guys. George Niang's turned into a nice player. I don't know what else to talk about, guys, tonight. That's just a Jazz loss, and congrats to Warriors fans. They have just the best shooter of all time on your team, and that's got to be kind of fun to always know that you have Steph. But they lost out on Klay Thompson, and that sucks, so I feel bad for Warriors fans about that, because the Warriors would have been really good this year. Let's see, guys. I don't have a lot else, so guess what time it is? It is time to give a shout-out to our All-Stars. All right. Our All-Stars: JT Buckets Wardell, thank you, sir. Austin R. Grant, Eric C., Kelsey Hamer, The Hammer, Donald Schooley, Cody Strickland, Mitt Robach, DW to CB, Jorge Arrizaga, Lee Christensen, Shan Therick, Ryan Perry, The Legend, Justin Ty H., Patrick Akubo, my buddy, Robert Hall, my friend from Twitter, and thank you again, Robert, for the donation tonight. I really appreciate it. And DW, Jazz going all the way. If Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley are back, then they are coming back. Cody Strickland, don't ignore me. He did great tonight. Let's see. What are you asking me, Cody Strickland? Hello. Don't ignore me. Hey, James, do you know why Bogey signed with us in free agency? I think because the Jazz gave him a great offer and he was going to be a part of a nice team. And I think the Jazz gave him a great offer. Bogey is like properly paid. I know right now he's playing incredible, but let's not forget that the first 2/3 of this season were pretty darn rough, and Bogey, another reason why is the Jazz gave him probably more years than other teams wanted to, because Bogey is in his 30s. So that's probably why the Jazz gave him a nice contract. I hope that answers it. Cody Strickland, was it the offer or the chance of a chip? Both. Probably the offer. But the chance at a chip is there. I agree. I think so. I think he saw a chance to play. And I think Quinn Snyder gave him some promises that he would play. But yes, DWCB, I think I can think of 73 million reasons why Bojan signed with the Jazz. Exactly. I mean, we like to think that everyone wants to come to Utah and wants to play for the Jazz and all these things. You know what, guys? It really comes down to money a lot of the time. Robert Hall, hey James, don't ignore me. Guys, I'm trying to talk to everyone, and I appreciate all of you. If you're in the chat, you're a rookie and you're at the minimum, and if you're not, you're like an all-star. So I appreciate all of you. By the way, for everyone who's I'm behind the scenes videos for starters, I recorded a Donovan Mitchell thing, but I didn't love it. So guess what? I'm just going to upload the raw stuff to the starter channel, and you guys can watch that. I'll put it up soon, probably tomorrow. Jorge Arrizaga, 50 pesos. Guys, ready? We ready? Yes. The Jazz are going to go very far in the playoffs. They just need to win these last 3 games. I would like them to win them, because if they get the 1 seed, they'd probably avoid the Lakers till the second round. And who knows? Maybe the Lakers are going to lose to the Warriors in the play-in, and then weird things happen in that final game. I doubt it, because Anthony Davis looks like he's back. He looks like he's back, guys. So I don't want to face them any earlier than I have to. Let's see. But yeah, that's all I got to say tonight, guys. So I'm going to try to upload that Donovan video. I hope I didn't delete it. You know what? Yep, it's there. So I'm going to put that up for starters, because guess what? I didn't love my energy in it. It wasn't very good energy. Kind of like tonight for the Jazz. Their energy wasn't great in the first half. So sometimes I'm like the Jazz, I guess. I just don't have the juice. So anyways, I thought it was some good stuff in there though. I'll put it up. And I just felt like it's not, I want to do these produce videos. And okay, let's just talk for a minute. So where the channel's going, and I saw someone mention they're annoyed that I'm doing an ad. Sorry guys, I'm going to do an ad. I don't know. It is what it is. It probably is not going to last forever. And if we don't sell enough Manscaped, then we don't get the promotion. But if I get a chance, I'm going to do it, guys. That was, I don't know. Sorry. But anyways, I also want to keep doing these live streams because I've always contemplated how this channel, because I want this channel to grow. I want this channel to be like, I want this channel to go places, you know? Like, honestly, I'm just going to be super honest. Like, the dream for me, guys, is to do this as like my whole life, you know? I would love to do this for like full time. But right now it's a decent I actually make a decent amount. Like, it's not a small amount. It's not anywhere near what it would need to be for me to make this a full-time job. But you know what? We all have dreams, guys. And I would love for this to be my job, you know? I would love that. That'd be amazing. This is like, if all I had to do was talk about basketball and do basketball videos and live streams and all sorts of stuff, that'd be incredible. But Overwatch, I don't know what you guys are talking about. But anyways, what I want to do with the channel is I want to keep doing these live streams because these are really fun. They're really fun, and I want to keep doing them. But at the same time, I want to mix in live streams and produce stuff because I feel like the produced videos. What is Overwatch? What are you guys talking about? I want to do produce stuff and live streams, so that the channel can grow through the produced videos that actually get more views. Because what happens when I do a live stream is I put this up and I actually am pretty good at I've learned how to do YouTube to grow keywords and all these things and you know, immediacy of posting. Honestly, if I want this video to get more views, I should end this right now. But I'm not that worried. But if I do produce pieces that have more longevity, then this channel can grow. And so I want to do both. And I would love to do not just post games for the Jazz, but also like some news shows here and there. Well, I don't know. We'll see. But the channel has grown. It's been really fun. And you guys are like, honestly, you guys do so much for me to make this channel so much fun. And I appreciate it. And by the way, we've got to have an all-star live Q&A soon for January, February, March, April, May. We're in May, so we got to do one of those soon. Those are really fun. Robert Hall, $2. Channel will grow during playoffs. Manscaped. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And you know what, guys? Thank you, Robert. I really appreciate it. $2. I really do, honestly. It's amazing. You know what? I love doing this channel. Like, there have been times in the past where it's like a grind. Like, you know what? It's not always like really fun to talk about the Jazz when they lose, you know? But you guys make it fun. This was like fun tonight. Even though the Jazz lost in a heartbreaker, I'm not crying. I'm having fun doing this with you guys. You guys kind of drive me, and I appreciate it. So you're awesome, and I appreciate it. And you know what? Sometimes there's going to be ads. Maybe it's Manscaped. Maybe it's who knows. And you know what? When the Manscaped things end, if we get another one, great. If we don't, it is what it is. But we shall see. But anyways, that's what I've been thinking about lately with the channel. I want it to grow. I want to do different things. I want to do produce pieces. I have a new logo coming that I'm excited for, that I'm excited to show you guys, that I put some money into, and I think it'll be cool. And so it's going to be cool. We're going to keep growing, guys. You're along for the ride. But I actually feel like we're at a turning point with this channel. I honestly feel like we are at like a little bit of a turning point where this thing can really grow. But the only way I'm going to do that is with produced stuff mixed in with the live streams, because the live streams, I love them and they're great. And if this channel was just live streams, I would enjoy it. But I would love to grow it, because who knows? We all got dreams, right? We all got dreams. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it in the comments. You guys are all awesome. But yes, I'll show you guys my logo. I had the first draft go through. I didn't love it. So I talked to the guy, said, hey, do this. And he's trying a new revision. And I think it'll be pretty fun. The guy who's doing it, maybe I'll send the link in community and show you the guy who's working on it. He's pretty solid. But yeah, so I don't know. That's where we're at. That's where I am at. That's a kind of a window into my thinking and what's going on. You guys are amazing. If you're new here and you're still watching, there's 112 people watching in a loss. So thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it. But if you're new, subscribe to the channel. We're getting more stuff. And the produced pieces may not be just jazz stuff. I want to start off with one jazz video soon, although I need my new logo and my new video, and I've got to edit. Like, it just takes time, guys. This stuff takes so much time. Editing takes time, you know. And it's crazy. You've got to be quick with your videos, but it takes time. It's crazy. So anyways, guys, if you're new here, like and subscribe. Thank you to the All-Stars. You guys are what make this channel so amazing. And all of our members are incredible. Thank you for all you do. You guys are awesome. If we were sponsored by Corona, we would make this grow in Mexico. I don't know. I don't know if we would do Corona. I'm kind of pushing it with Manscaped. I'm not going to lie. But anyways, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all of you. And if you want to join the channel and be a part of chat, it's fun. I enjoy it. And you get to be a part of the channel and support the channel, which I appreciate. Yes, like and subscribe. Don't be a Pelican fan. So, guys, that's all I got to say tonight. I will talk to you next time.